Alright, YouTube. Just a quick live feed before everybody race to the house. Neighbor should be coming in. No, actually, he don't come. Did he come at 2 or 3? No, dude don't get off at 3. Thought he got off at 2. Anyways, man, school is about to be back in tomorrow, so got plenty of school clothes and stuff for my nieces and nephews, and bought them brand new shoes, and you know, you gotta get them the fresh new J's and Nikes and all that so they can compete with all the other po kids and stuff. Know how that go. They gotta have the latest greatest shoe shine in their school. Let me fix this audio. Took them to Foot Locker and Nike and all that stuff, and bought them all these shoes and clothes and everything they need to impress these women that ain't about shit. So they got the latest greatest and all that stuff, you know. So that's what they own. They happy. They think, they swear they finna go to school tomorrow with the best $200 J's ever, and everybody gonna like them all of a sudden, please. But you know, whatever. I thought the same thing too in high school, but that ain't what it was all about. People like me in high school, I had a whole lot of money. I had a whole lot of money in high school, man. A whole lot of money. I thought it was the clothes. Shit. Man, let me fix this angle, see what we got. Which way I need to turn this camera? This way? I hate this zoomed in view on this GoPro, but it's all good though. I ain't gonna be on here too long. Did I just release a video? Damn, I did just release a video, huh? It's all good. I released the video and then went live. Man, like I said, man, school started tomorrow. I need to, okay, that angle look better. I need to start figuring out how I'm finna get out here and run up a bag right quick. How long do I want to stay out? A part of me is wanting to stay out until school get out in May. But I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I would stay out until May if I was in the oil field, local driver. I would do that. But OTR, drive-in, reefer, flatbed, any of that, I don't know if I'd do that, man. Cause I ain't done it in so long. But that's not what this video is about, or maybe it is. It kind of, you know, ties into it. What I'm trying to figure out is when I go out here and get the hustling and bringing in all this income, what am I going to do with the income? What am I going to do? Now, I didn't lower my bills all the way down to about $90 a month. My insurance for this authority is over with until insurance renew in October. So factoring is 3%. The only thing I pay for is when I go pick up my trailers, my brand new trailers. I got to pay that up front, which I just I'm about to rent a brand new drive-in trailer off Repower, of course, from Fleet Leasing. Probably tomorrow. It's cheap though, man. I'm thinking I'm gonna rent one from Tuesday into next Friday. It was gonna be Tuesday to Tuesday, but I said, you know, I don't, cause I don't know if I'm gonna work over the weekend. I don't really like. I don't want to do some long load, like how you guys pick up on Friday and deliver Monday, and you gotta drive this 700 miles a day. I don't plan on doing that. More than likely, I'm gonna pick up a load on Friday, just like 300 miles, and then be sitting somewhere on Saturday, Sunday to Monday. So I don't know, man, but I gotta make it make sense. So I'm over here, you know, I'm trying to figure out, okay, I got an idea how much money gonna come in. If I, you know, if I wanted to come in, it'll come in. I'm trying to figure out, okay, what to do with the money. Looking on YouTube, looking at all these other businesses, seeing what everybody is currently doing. I'm looking at newer videos shot within the last 90 days. I'm seeing the people up there in Detroit buying these homes, you know, 50,000, 40,000, 60,000, fixing them up. And I'm like, you know what? I've seen homes in other areas, you know, Alabama, Georgia, Memphis. I done seen them. And bro, to be honest, the homes that look the best, at least on YouTube, that's within that $40,000 to $60,000 range, are the ones I'm seeing up in Detroit. I would say the ones that I'm watching these people on YouTube fix up, those houses look the best. Those brick houses, they look the best, and the houses are in neighborhoods that people actively live in right now, and they in the city. I don't want no house like off out there by somebody farm or something. That ain't me. I ain't trying to look at nothing outside the outside the city. I'm trying to figure out who live on a street like this. That house right there, let's buy that for 50. It fits that up, and we got a whole neighborhood to hang out with. So that's what I'm looking for. And then of course it's not looking like Mr. Charlie gonna give me a mortgage. So sometimes we just gotta sometimes we just can't do it with Mr. Charlie. Find you a plus size chick to love on, bruh. You done hit the stripper and the hoes. Do I got any plus size women around me? I don't have any plus size women. I don't. I don't know, but I got it's a lot of women around me right now, but ain't none of them my girlfriend, though. I was just with somebody. Who was I with? Did I just shoot a video with some girl like a day ago? What's today? Today Monday? Yeah, I was with some people on the weekend. I think I put it on my YouTube shorts or something. I was with somebody. But man, this video ain't about no women. I'm not looking for no women. That women come and go. I ain't looking for that's beyond me. Getting a girl is beyond easy. That's the least of my focus. Bank statement loan to get the house. Yeah, we trying to figure out how to do it with some cash. Shoot, man, some cash around here. Damn. So anyways, like I said, man, I'm looking at these Detroit homes. I'm looking at 40, 50, 60,000. I'm knowing I can drive a truck and get that kind of money with the quickness, okay? And then I was thinking, I was like, I got 3 trucks. Lottie Dottie down here, he all bad. I mean, well, he ain't all bad, but he done kind of gave up the trucking. I like, what if I hear somebody, well, we come up with I already got a trucking company and trucks, but what if I was to put somebody in the second truck and we start going half on these houses? Say the house 50,000, we come up with 25 each, buy the house, fix it up. I don't know where to go with that. I don't know where to go with that. I would only do that with somebody I grew up with. And then we had to buy more than one. I had to think about that. That's just something that came across. That's just something that came across. Not a bad idea though. I think what a problem would be, come in with is the 50-50 ownership crap. And we being Golden Clown tried that in the future. I mean, not the future, but the past. That ain't gonna work out. But it would make things easier. Problem with that is I could come up with $25,000 in probably 30 days. The driver though, I don't know if he can, man, shit. Got no faith in these drivers. I don't know, man. Looking to opening a private REIT and invest in houses. Bro, you okay? Yeah, I'm doing fine. Get a house, but they don't have state taxes. Yeah, I'm not really worried about, property tax and things like that. Not in the areas that I'm trying to invest in. Tennessee, perhaps Missouri and Detroit. I'm not worried about, property tax. All that stuff is cheap. Look for townhouses in Park Forest, Illinois. I had to screenshot that. Let me screenshot that. Boom. Okay, I look up there. 45,000. Bro, you in Crashville? It's plenty of them. I don't know what that is. Ain't no cheap houses in if you talking about Nashville, ain't no cheap houses around here. Yeah, you need to look on Zillow, man. Ain't nothing cheap around here. California that took this place over. Forget a drive-in, go reefer. I don't have reefer insurance. The reason why I don't go reefer, first I don't have reefer insurance. Well, breakdown reefer insurance and all that. I can add all that on at any time, but with drive-in, my insurance agents give me a policy so cheap to where it's like, okay, I'm not worried about claims and all that stuff with a drive-in. With a reefer, bro, every time I get ready to bag into a dock and open that door, the first thing I'm looking at the door. Got 2 doors. First thing I'm thinking, is today the day that the product is on the ground and I'm finna have a claim? And I know one day I'm gonna open the door and yep, that's gonna be the day right there. And this cheap policy that I've been getting the last 4-5 years, forget about it. So I'd rather just avoid all that. What that say? Okay, I got a text message from somebody. Okay, anyways, back to it. What time is it? I lose track of time. 2 o'clock. All right. Give me a second. Let me go back to these comments. Why you worried about school for? Take the hat off. Stop hiding, man. Oh, I'm not hiding with the hat now. Y'all like the hat, huh? Y'all love the way I dress now, huh? Don't you? Yeah. Man, shoot, I didn't even realize I had to start impressing men now. I said, dang, man, I thought I had to impress the ladies. No, I got to impress the dudes now. The dudes are now the dudes are they concerned about what Andrew got on now. I'm like, damn, so now I got to start impressing dudes. I got to start thinking about, man, when I put on this shirt, are the dudes going to be happy now? When I put on my hat, the dudes really want to know what's going on. Like, all the dudes want to know, Andrew, can you please take the do-rag off? So we just trying to see if you look good. We like men. Anyways, man. All right, guys. All right, fellas. From now on, I'll start, dressing more for the men now. Since you guys really, you really want to. Look, I just bought like 100 shirts just for the guys. Cause here in the last 30 days, all the guys want to know. They like, Andrew, can you look good for us? All right, guys. I ordered 100 shirts and hats and all types of stuff. So now I'm gonna start keeping you guys in mind. I thought I just had to impress the ladies when I take them out. But then every time I realize now when I get on here and I got 99% dudes watching, I gotta look good for y'all now. So, all right, I keep y'all in mind. Next time I'm putting my clothes on, do I look good for the guys? All right, now shoot. I got any special requests? What y'all want me in a 3-piece suit or something? And is y'all gonna hand it over? Asking me about what I got on. Congrats on the moves, you're doing great. SoCal Dr. SoCal is in the building. Y'all gotta make sure y'all go subscribe to Dr. SoCal in the building. Property tax in Park Forest, Illinois is outrageous. Wasn't talking about housing, but believe me, I see when I come through. The thing about this whole time I've been driving, I have not paid attention to no houses. I've been doing, local OTR or whatever. I ain't never paid attention to none of these houses at all. Because I just got interested in it. I'm trying to figure out how to, what to do with this income. See, when you don't have no goals, the money gonna come in, and this is what you're gonna do with the money. You're gonna spend it on the hoes, the 304s, the women, the dope men. And then it's gonna sound like this. Man, I'm driving this truck and time is passing me by and I'm waiting to just get unalived in this thing. No, PH, no. See, we got to fix that. That's why we gotta come up with some goals. Cause see, my guy Lottie Dottie, he had the same thing going on. And I told him, man, bro, you can't just drive this truck and not have no goals. Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna look back and be like, dang man, I done spent 10 years in this truck and I ain't got a tricycle. Nah, we gotta come up with some goals so we can have some tricycles. That way we can all, you know, ride our tricycles down the street together. Shoot, I can't be the only one with a tricycle around here. So yeah, nah, we need to come together and talk about what we're gonna do with this money. Shoot, what we need to open a barbershop, car dealership, shoot, a YMCA, a gym. What we need to open up around here? We make too much money and do absolutely nothing with it. Yeah, we don't do nothing with the money. That's why we don't come away with nothing. We making the money. Shit, we making the money. We just we don't do nothing with it. So when you ain't got nothing to do with the money, as soon as the 304s come around, they just clean you out. They just clean you out. Hey, somebody, hey man, did you see how much she spent on the truck yesterday? I said, yeah, you paid for it, fool. These women cleaning you out. What you? I'm not concerned with how much the women are spending on anything because I know who's paying for it. But I don't look. It's a lot different if I'm coming out my pocket and I got to come with $20,000, $30,000 on my equipment. You know the only way I'm gonna get that back, I got to actually drive the truck to get that back. That's how if I come, you know, I rebuilt my engine, I got to drive the truck to get that back. These women, they just tell you what the bill. Hey man, my bill $12,000, and y'all gonna hand it over. So I'm not worried about it. I ain't in that situation. So yeah. Let's see, Drew, I'm looking for a 2-year-old Freightliner Cascadia. Is that the police helicopter? I'm looking for a 2-year-old Freightliner Cascadia mid roof for pulling tankers. I'm willing to spend between 70 and 80 with a little factory warranty. Where should I start looking, bro? If you want a factory warranty, I start looking at the dealership. Now, if you didn't want the warranty and you just want to pull some tankers, now what kind of tankers? Are you talking about local, like local fuel tankers? Because if you talking about that, I tell you go look for 2013, 2014 Freightliner Cascadia mid roof for like $15,000 to $30,000. Yeah, warranty or not, man. I ain't know, bro. I bought my first truck in 2018. I ain't had a warranty on that, man. Never had a warranty. I still got all 3 of my trucks. Everybody I know that had a warranty, the dealership's supposed to fix everything. Them trucks, that warranty, all that crap gone. So yeah. If you get a passport, you don't need to spend all your money on these expensive American hoes. Bro, you know how much it costs to spend money on these women outside the United States? First of all, have you seen the airplane ticket just to get over there? Whether it be Colombia or DR, you know that's $1,000 to go and come. Airbnb finna bust you upside the head for about another $500, so now you hit $1,500. Then you got to hand it over to the women, not just one woman. You go over there, it's gonna be a lot of women, and boy, they got some cold game for you. Shoot. Then after they get done with you got to come back to the United States, go see goddamn doctor. We ain't gonna say Dr. SoCal for that situation, but you gotta go see the doctor and get back right. Shoot, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's expensive. Other than giving all the money to the women, well, let's focus on what. Come on, the houses. Come on now, car dealerships. Come on, back focus now. Food grade tanker. Okay, you trying to do food grade tankers, regional or OTR? Okay, that makes more sense. Well, still, if you want a warranty, I would still tell you to look at the dealership. If you didn't want a warranty, then you can look at the auction, Facebook Marketplace. If you're looking for that type of price range, probably the auction. You would go there and you'll be looking for something like, you know, the trucks Walmart just started to get rid of. You know, you said 2 years older, so 2020 up to 2020, I guess 3. I would go to the auction because that's where a lot of these mega carriers dump their trucks off at. You know, but if you want a warranty, that's a dealership right there. I have trucks, houses, tours, tricycles, GMs. It's bad out here. See, that's Dr. SoCal. I'm trying to get on Dr. SoCal level. SoCal, we coming for you. I got trucks, but I ain't got the houses. I'm working on it. I'm working on the SoCal. You got the right idea. Yeah, you got the right idea. SoCal, he trying to figure out how he can get some trucks, some houses, some toys. Y'all trying to figure out how y'all can get some of these 304s. Yeah, I ain't trying to figure that out. Ooh, man, shit. Ain't trying to figure that out. No, oh no. It's not what I'm trying to figure out. That's too easy. We ain't trying to figure that out. Let's see. Let me see. Scrolling up to see if I missed any comments. Par 4s, Illinois is a great area full of blacks and bad women. Only 15 minutes from Chicago. Man, that's 15 minutes is too close to Chicago. What you mean 15 minutes? I ain't trying to live near Chicago, fool. What? I don't know about that. Par 4, is that where the Russians at? Par 4 is Illinois. So maybe if the Russians live there, then it could be safe. But shoot, too close to Chicago. I ain't say nothing about Illinois now. I said Missouri. They can't afford bullets around now. Yeah. They still got over in Missouri. They still got to fight with their hands. Detroit, they still kind of got to fight with their hands. They got some bullets up there in Detroit, but it ain't nothing like what you gonna find in Chicago. You get too close to that town. And Memphis, you know that but when it comes to Memphis, I think all the violence in Memphis is only on the news. Yeah, that's why I think all that violence is on the news. But I lived in Memphis 5 years, and whatever they was talking about on the news and what was actually going on in Memphis is two different things. Shoot, on the news, you would think Memphis is this big, you know, Call of Duty playing field. Man, you actually live in Memphis. And man, I ain't heard a gunshot, a break-in, a robbery, nothing. The whole time I was there. Man, I was there 5 years. I didn't know what a crime was going on at. Let me see. Somebody donated $5. Antioch, Aldo. Hey Andrew, I live in Antioch, Tennessee. I know you used to live out here. No, I'm in Nashville now. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee right now. What's some good local companies in Nashville? Can you do van, reefer, and tanker? You in Antioch. I was going to get a job in Antioch with a hazmat company before I went to Love's. I think it was cryogenics too. And I don't know the name of the company. I saw them on Indeed though. But it's a hazmat company right there in Antioch, Tennessee. Home every day. They do cryogenics, but I don't know the name of the company. It was on Indeed though. It was like hourly and cent per mile, and they was a big company too. I want to say it was maybe Messer, MESSER. I think that may have been them. But yeah, in Antioch, I would just look for hazmat companies, whether it be fuel hauling or cryogenics. Because other than that, man, you live in the South, and brother, unless you try and make $1,000 a week work, cryogenics or fuel. I mean, with fuel hauling, man, you know, you're looking at $1,300 to $1,500 take home. Everything else around here, you had about $1,000. So, I don't know, man. It's not that much opportunity here in the South. And even with fuel hauling, it's only like 2 companies that's even going to pay you that $2,000, and then you subtract that $500 in taxes, and that's Love's and Pilot. And that's it right there. All these other fuel hauling companies, like you got... what's the main one that's always recruiting? Eagle Transportation, or Eagle something. I don't know. Man, they had $1,100 to haul gasoline. I can't do nothing with $1,100 in the bomb on my back, so I can't work for them. I don't give a damn how much they hiring. Shoot, I can't do that. Shoot, I make $1,100 just going down the street and back with an empty drive-in trailer. I can't do that. Truck paper may be a good a good look. The truck dealerships post trucks on sale on now. Yeah, you can look at the truck paper. That's free. That's outside all the truck stops. Thanks, bro. I definitely have the credit score to hit the dealership. I'm in the high 7s. I'm trying to figure out how to make more income to knock this house out of my out of your income. Okay, you try to knock your mortgage down. Nothing wrong with that, man. If I hear the mortgage, I'd shoot. Boy, if I hear the mortgage, I would be out there running that truck non-stop. Oh man, shoot. If you're a company driver trying to knock down a mortgage, I would probably tell you, if it was me, I would go up to North Dakota and go do some water hauling where they paying $2,500 to $3,000. Keep in mind, wintertime is about to start up there probably in October. But December, it'll get real bad. I went up there through the wintertime, so it's nothing for me. But I would just go up there and haul water, $25,000, $3,000, W-2. If you can find 1099, then, I mean, you know, you can kind of skip out on some taxes and dump all that money on your mortgage. But that's what I would do. What part of North Dakota? I mean, water hauling is all over. Just look on Craigslist. Go to Craigslist. Go to the North Dakota section, transportation, and just type in water hauling, and you'll see all the companies that's currently hiring. I call and text whoever got a truck open, and that's what I go do. Like if I wanted to go up there, like right now, if I wanted to make $25,000 to $3,000 today, like I didn't want to drive my trucks, I just want to park everything, I would just go get on Craigslist. Or better yet, I just call the company I was already up there with, because I already got the experience. I just go back to them. Shoot, I do that tomorrow. That's non-hazmat. And here about it, and because wintertime is coming up, boy, wintertime is when all them drivers leave. All them drivers that can't survive the wintertime, they leave, and then that's when all these companies are hiring. I mean, they're hiring now, but then they really gonna be hiring because everybody left, and somebody like me that's already been up there, already got experience, certified, and all that. Shoot, bro, that's too easy of a job for me to get. I worked up there in, what city was I in? Was it Newtown? Yeah, Newtown, North Dakota. That's where I was at, and I have no idea what the company called. I think it started with an R. Running Horse. That's where I was at. I was up at Running Horse Transportation, 18-speed, 379 Peterbilt. Good company. There's definitely some things they could work on as a company. Number one, this idea that you can't go to the truck stop to get food is one of the reasons I left them. But if they could fix that, I don't know what's the situation, why they don't allow their drivers that go to the nearest truck stop to get food. I don't know what that's about. But if y'all remember, when I was up there, I had to go back to the yard, get in my personal vehicle, go up to the truck stop with the grocery store to get food. When from the yard, from the terminal to that truck stop, which is the nearest truck stop from the yard, is like 10 minutes. Why do in the wintertime, bro, I got a Dodge Challenger. And when it's snowing, that car don't work on snow and ice. But the truck do. So why can't I go to the truck stop? Bro, I'm trying to get food in the truck for the week. Like, bro, I just need to go once a week. They shoot. They had a problem with it, so I said, okay, well, I know not to come to this company. I just found another one that's got some common sense. So, but when it comes to these tanker companies, and when you work for Mr. Charlie, they all got it. Something about the driver getting food has always been a problem. I don't know what that's about in this tanker world. You know, same thing happened with Love's. Can't get food. Go to freaking whatever company I was just at North Dakota. You can't get food over there. Something about drivers not being able to get food. I don't know what that's all about, but they definitely got to change that. I can't help them though. I need help. The company I work for owes me $3,000. Let me guess. If I had to take a guess, company owes me $3,000. If you ain't in the oil field, that's the first place on Friday they rob you for a check. If it ain't the oil field, it must be Vladimir Putin. Which one is it? Which one is it? Is it Vladimir Putin or is it the oil field? Because that's the only two places you can get robbed at in trucking. Either Vladimir Putin or the oil field. Which one is it? Huh? Which one is it? It's kind of 50-50 right now. I'll be waiting for your comment. Who is that? Dutch Masters? Memphis actually is a pretty cool little place. It's just certain areas is bad. Yeah, the news would give you anxiety. SoCal, I don't have your email. Do you have it posted on your YouTube page? Heavy haul company was paying $50 an hour. Crane operators pay crazy also. Was I ever looking at going to crane school? I don't think I ever looked into it. Let me see. Jack Wirtz, welcome to Superfans. Hyper, I enjoy your content. $5 donation, appreciate that. What up, CAJ? Me and my wife was just in Nashville, heading to Kentucky. Man, I was gonna take me a load up to Louisville, Kentucky, but that Kentucky scare house, going up through White House, Tennessee, that first scare house entering Kentucky, shit, I ain't trying to deal with them. I usually get off on the exit before, and I go around the city, go around with that pallet at, and get back on the interstate and get the hell on. I ain't trying to deal with no DOT. Not that I'm worried about anything on my truck, but I ain't even shoot. I don't even need a thought. My day is a lot easier when I just go around the scare house. Yeah. When I'm driving a truck with a free operation and I ain't got to worry about DOT, that's a good day. See, when I go around the scale houses not because something's wrong with my equipment or I can't pass no level 1 inspection. I go around scale houses because it saves me $15 at Pilot and Lowe's. When I got to pay $15 to scale this trailer, then I got to pay another $4 to rescale it and slide tandems and axles. I ain't trying to pay all that money. That crap add up every day. Shoot, $15 in my pocket just going around the scale house. I just get off the exit before and get back on. What up, Andrew? I'm new to the trucking world, driving trials for dump truck. If you driving trials for dump truck, that sounds like a lot of money. Yeah, I know it's a lot of money around here. They advertising right now on Craigslist $1,500 to $2,000 a week, Monday through Friday, right here in Nashville, Tennessee, on our Craigslist page. So to me, this the new oil field right here with the dump trucks. They advertising $1,500, $2,000 take home Monday through Friday, just company driving dump truck. I'm trying to figure out what I'm missing around here, because shoot. Do I need to go be a dump truck company driver right quick to see what's the money at around here? Do I need to go buy a dump truck or something? What's going on with the dump truck world? Did I miss it? Trust me, I already know I've been missing a ton of money with dump trucks around here. But that just ain't, that ain't my line of work. Did Dutch Master respond yet? How much do you know about DD13 motors? I had the opportunity to get one pretty cheap. DD13 sound like it's labor intensive. I would just get a DD15 if it was up to me. SoCal says it's a good engine, but don't run heavy all the time. It's a smaller motor. Somebody probably hit a situation, probably while they trip in North Dakota. Let's see. Okay, Dutch Master said, yeah, the company is Leader Freighting. Sound like the Russians. Damn, the Russians done got them again. Woo, hard on the truck driver. They done got Dutch Masters for $3,000. Damn, Vladimir Putin at it again. What year we in? 2025? We in August yet? Is it August? August 4th, 2025. Vladimir Putin strikes again. Got him for $3,000. Damn. Ooh, boy, they hard on what? SoCal, man, we need to. SoCal, we need to just go and call a rider, call a Pimsky. It's time. It's okay. It's time. We need to just come on and get some new trucks over here. This rider, this Pimsky. I already got the trailers down here at Repower, down here at the Fleet Lease. So we need to come on and we need to get the trucks, because these drivers they need a new home. They need a new place to call home. And I think it'd be a great opportunity if they just come work for us. just come work for us. New truck that don't break down. It's got all the warranty. If it do break, Pimp still fix it, and they'll bring them a new one. We got brand new trailers right over there at Fleet Leasing. What they want to drive in? They got flatbed. I think it's a wonderful opportunity. We just need to come on and put this thing together, and y'all can go OTR, y'all go all over the place, and you can pick your own loads. We got DAT load board, or what other load boards they got? Truck up 123, or something 123. I think it's a wonderful opportunity. Yep, I think that's what we need to do. Yep, I think that's wonderful. Yep, I think that's wonderful. I see it in the making. I see it in the making. Looking for a good insurance on Bobtail. Any suggestions? Depending on what age the Bobtail is, you can try True North. That's TRUE North. True North. Go to Google, type in True North. They offer Bobtail Insurance. I think you gotta have a 2007 and newer. I think. Let me see. I'm going to Knoxville and Mount Juliet. Dutch Masters tell Alice to give you your bread. They charged me $400 for a tire repair, and I'm a company driver. Well, Dutch Masters, this is the new game now with the Russians. Dutch Masters, even if you're a company driver, 1099, lease driver, whatever the case is, if you blow a tire, if you crack the windshield, if you don't bring the fuel, you know how when you get ready to go on home time, if you don't bring that thing back on full, brother, they charge you. They gonna charge you for the windshield. If you crack the bumper, if you hit a deer, you blow a tire, if a freaking tail light is out, a headlight out, the refrigerator ain't working no more, you leave the bed spread on the bed, you don't bring them back a full plate of food, they charge you for everything now. So now this is the new game right here. And we live in America, so you can sign up for it. So yeah, I don't see what the problem is, Dutch Master. And they got you for $3,000. Damn, it used to be $2,500, but they upping that thing. Vladimir, that's what I'm talking about. Vladimir, boy, he really applying that pressure. Damn, $3,000. You know what you can do with $3,000? Shoot, boy, $3,000. Woo-wee. It's a lot of money, man. A lot of money, $3,000. You can do a lot with that. Shoot. My cousin moved. Okay, I read that. I sold my 2019 Volvo and got a 2000 International 9900 with a 12.713 speed. Ain't nothing wrong with that. 2019 Volvo. Did it have a Volvo motor? If it had a Volvo motor, you made a great decision. If it had that Volvo motor, that the only place finna work on that Volvo motor is the dealership, man. Out the window with that. Give me that 12.7. Yeah, give me that 12.7. Yeah, you may have to overhaul the engine, but I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. A lot of highway paving going on. Go to a rock quarry and see who's all running. Is that the Russians calling? Let me see who that is. No, that's a California number. I know usually anytime I say something about the Russians, they magically start calling. Alright, let me see. Any advice on how to get my wife hired local with no experience? Got tanker, has, and doubles. I don't know nobody hiring with no experience local, unless now I know some people out here that make some exceptions. Now, the first exception, if you want to put your wife on what we call Cisco or some McLean, some food, some hardcore food service. I mean Cisco here in Nashville, Tennessee. Look, guys, they got the 6 figures for you. Oh, they got the 6 figures. They need drivers so bad to come pick the cotton that you just walk in. At this point, forget the application. You just walk in and just tell them, hey, I got a CDL, and they'll tell you what truck to get in and start rolling. Yeah, that's Cisco for you. But nah. If you got a intermodal, maybe a rail yard, she could probably get on at the rail yard hauling containers. Some of them companies that take drivers is new because that's just a simple job. But other than that, I'm not too sure about who else would take her. Jay says leader freight charged me for a cracked windshield. Got him again, boy. These Russes just cleaning y'all out. Man, they got y'all so they got you for the cracked windshield. They got PH for the cracked windshield. Y'all go and get in the comments how many people they done got for this cracked windshield. I got a cracked windshield now on my car. I need to just make somebody else pay for it. Dang. Oh, these Russes, boy, I tell you, these Russes don't take no L's. They don't take no L's. They got your driving trucks for free and not the fee. You're hauling freight for $1.45. You pop the tire, you pay for the tire. Rock hit the windshield, you pay for that. Now you gotta bring the truck back full. If it look like it, I'm talking about if the paint is missing, I'm talking about just a chip in the paint. You paying for a whole paint job now. I mean, boy, Vladimir, I don't know where they got this good game from, man. I don't know, man. Soon they gonna start charging you for their lunch. Shoot, they gonna start charging you for their lunch. Hey, man, our weekly lunch, in order for me to eat every day, that's $500 a week. They gonna start charging you for that too. Shoot, you gotta pay for Vladimir food now. Man, that's tough, boy. That's tough. Vladimir got a cold game. I think y'all need to go back to Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie wasn't doing all this to y'all at first, man. Shoot, Mr. Charlie, hey, you might have to go back. Y'all need to go back to Mr. Charlie. I'm telling you, when y'all was working for Mr. Charlie, look, Mr. Charlie, I know Mr. Charlie ain't got the best home time. You work a week, get a day off. I understand all that, but Mr. Charlie ain't gonna get you for no cracked windshields or no cracked bumpers and no tires and no ridiculous escrows and all these other fees. Mr. Charlie, more than likely, he gonna have a positive check for you too. He ain't gonna. You may be in the hole maybe once, but this hole every week. I think it's time for us. Y'all need to revert back. Y'all need to just come on back. Come on, cause Vladimir, they shoot. Vladimir getting you so bad, man. I'm telling you, man, Vladimir is ripping the shirt off y'all back now. Y'all ain't even getting away with the shirt no more. He taking that too. Dang, boy. Boy. And we keep going back to Vladimir. We just keep going back because it's just got to get. We know it's just this company, Andrew, but this one over here, this is the one. This is the one that's gonna let me leave with the shirt on my back. 30 companies later, they still trying to snatch the shirt off your back. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I ain't look, man. That's just how trucking is right now. That's why I'm trying to get people to have a goal now. See, if you got a goal, shoot, man. I don't know about that Vladimir situation. I don't know I ain't seen nobody come away with nothing with the Vladimir situation. I understand it's the 1%. 1% of truck drivers that went up there and they got something to show for it. That's 1%. We ain't talking about the 1%. We can count that on one hand. Out of 10,000 drivers, we got maybe 5 people that went up there. Maybe they got a car, and maybe they got a mobile home or something like that, or a semi truck. That's only like 5 out of 5,000 drivers. That ain't no good results right there. That ain't no good results. Shoot, that's like how many people then paid off the lease truck. That ain't good results right there. Ain't good results right there. Nah, that don't sound too good. Man. Yeah, man, if y'all want that $2,500 to $3,000, I think y'all just need to go to North Dakota. You ain't gonna get no negative check up there. You ain't gonna be ain't none of these deductions. Ain't no deductions up there. You just go as long as you show up and do some work. Man, they got the money for you up there. Yeah, I think y'all need to go to North Dakota. Forget this Vladimir Putin. Shoot, man. Well, you ain't gonna be the last Dutch master, but how you can get your money back? Dutch master, I think you got to thank God that they let you leave with your shirt, and you just gonna have to take this as a learning lesson. Never to come back, never to come back unless you trying to buy a house up in that area. Other than that, man, I take this as a learning lesson. Some people don't learn, Dutch Master. I know plenty of people that a lot of down in their head about what 15 escrows taken from them. The Russians right now, I think they owe him what $30,000 in escrows. Shoot, he go to one company, fill up the escrow $2,500, they fire him. He go to the next, fill up the next escrow, and they fire him. Fill up the next escrow and the next escrow, and when you add it all up over the course of 5 years, they owe him $30,000. Whew, boy. I don't know, man. My plan is to get a running truck and make it roadworthy, then get the 379 and the Blue Dolphin. Any advice on how to get my... Okay, I just read that. Y'all in Houston too, so that's good. But if you're in Houston, the good thing about it is once your wife get 2 years of experience, y'all got a lot of opportunities down there with the hazmat and the tankers. Somebody said at this point just be W2. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Russians try. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, we got somebody else. Who is this? Zealous Monk 1. Russians tried not to pay me $6,500. I took their whole trailer with JB Hunt load and knocked the tracker off. They paid me quick with Zelle. Ooh, man, I almost got him for $6,500. He had to knock the tracker off right quick. And told Vladimir to quit playing with him. That's what I'm talking about. Who was that? That's the Zealous Monk 1. Man, we need to, dang, man, y'all got a lot of Russian stories up in here. Tell me more. Tell me more. What else is going on up there at the Vladimir training camp? Ooh, it's hard. Vladimir hard on these truck drivers. Let's see what else is going on. Drew, have you heard of an app called Nav? It's to help you build business credit score. If so, how accurate is it? Yeah, I heard of Nav. Boy, I heard that. I heard of Nav back in 2016, 2017. I don't know if it's still good. I wouldn't say it was good back then. I would say majority of the stuff that's on there, you can just go on YouTube and find out. It's probably gonna have you do things like sign up with Uline and Granger and some of these other places where you just pay like $50 and they report the trade line. You get 5 trade lines, then you move over to tier 2. Tier 2 is the fuel card. You get the fuel cards, and then from the fuel cards you go to tier 3. And what's tier 3? I don't know, because a lot of this stuff, a lot of that business credit is a bunch of BS, a bunch of fluff. And also you in the trucking business, so I wouldn't tell you to be if you trying to build business credit up for something dealing with this trucking, I tell you look at something else, man. I wouldn't use no credit at all with this damn trucking industry, man. It's you gonna find yourself maxed out in credit, having no money and no way to pay all that debt off. I would tell you to avoid it. This ain't the industry for that. This ain't the industry for that. Nah, this ain't the industry for this business credit situation. But does it work? I mean, if it's cheap, why not? But if you trying to build this business credit to do something with trucking, man, hell no. I hope you ain't trying to do it getting no truck. And I'm gonna tell you, I go ahead and tell you what's gonna happen. You're gonna build all this business credit up when you get to the dealership, wherever you're gonna go, equipment loan, equipment finance, or however you want to do it. First thing they're gonna want to know is what's your personal credit. You're gonna tell them they're gonna run your personal credit. They're gonna see that crap is in the toilet. All right, brother. Yeah, man, come back when you got a 780, and you own the house, by the way. So yeah, no. They not finna give you no truck with no personal guarantee. So don't build no business credit up thinking that you finna qualify for a truck, no PG, without putting your social on the app. Don't none of that crap exist in 2025. These Russians need to be stopped. Vladimir will not be stopped. Trump trying to stop it right now over in Russia. Don't you see what Trump working on it? Trump right now, he on the news. He talking about that there's supposed to be some type of ceasefire, and if they don't do the ceasefire, he gonna see about Vladimir Putin over there in Russia, and they ain't even listening to nothing Trump saying right now. So if they ain't listening to Trump, they ain't gonna listen to you. So yeah, I don't know how we gonna stop him, but I know shit. I wouldn't be up there. I wouldn't be up there. No. I'm honestly waiting to see how this P8 situation is gonna go. I'm shocked he went back, and man, I ain't got no. I don't. Me personally, I'm not expecting no good news. Definitely not on the first paycheck because he in the hole. But by the second paycheck, man, I just hope they don't got no vengeance against him. You know, but I honestly think right now he's driving that truck for free. But give it about 3 weeks, they may start to pay him again. But that's a bad situation to be in, man. I can't, man. I just can't work for free no more, man. I don't know, man. Just I don't know what to say about that. Let's see. Go out right quick and come back in. See if I got some more comments. What time? Damn, it's 2:40 already? Good God. Alright, let me read these comments. Man, y'all wrote a whole lot of comments, boy. I done missed a whole lot. Okay, let me scroll back up. Them comments weren't coming in. Okay, I got to scroll way up. Damn, I even got a super chat I didn't even see. Okay, let me read the super chat first. Chris G. Thoughts on an older 34 6B cat and a 400 bit cam Cummins. Bro, I just seen somebody blow a big cam Cummins today, didn't I? On YouTube. I don't even know who channel that was. It came across my home feed. Somebody blew a big cam Cummins and he was getting an overhaul. He said he got less than 2 years on that overhaul. Yeah, he was just rebuilding. I don't know who that was. I had to go back through my history. I'm not familiar with big cam Cummins. The 34 6B cheaper to rebuild than a C15 Acer, the one I got. Reliable engine, but that's the B. That's the mechanical. That ain't the E. What you gonna do with that engine? If you talking about you gotta understand. You run the mechanical engine. Is that you trying to run this truck for your authority? Because if you talking about taking this truck and leasing it on to somebody with a mechanical engine, I mean, if you go into the oil field, that's cool. But if you going to somebody, one of these other people companies that require a 10-year newer truck, no, not a good idea. You preach about the 60 series option on these two other motors. Well, of course, the 12.7 is way cheaper than the. I don't know if it's cheaper than the big cam because I don't know nothing about the big cam, but the 12.7 gonna be cheaper than that cat as far as parts and labor goes. I would definitely take the 12.7 though, but I don't know nothing about running that mechanical cat. It depends what kind of plan you got. Cause me, if you was talking about, hey man, we got this 34 6B over here, mechanical cat, it's already rebuilt. We got a authority already, and man, we got a plan, man. They got a house over there for $50,000. We finna run this mechanical cat so we can get this $50,000, get this house. Then I'd be all for. Don't forget the escrow. The escrow is a crime. The escrow is a crime. Wait, boy, I ain't think of it like that now. Well, I missed so many comments it don't make no sense. I'm not seeing any major issues that have been Volvo engine related yet. This D13 just runs. Yeah, I like the Volvo motor myself, man. That Volvo motor is what got me the $15,000 flat top when I was at Detmar Logistics. The problem is, when something does happen to it, if you don't have a Volvo mechanic that can work on it, then the only person that's gonna work on it is the Volvo dealership. And keep in mind, these dealerships, if you go in the dealership and look at the service, look at the freaking board that says, labor $250 an hour, man, I ain't paying that. I ain't paying that. Who got money for that? Who trying to pay $250 an hour, $275 an hour, $300 an hour? I ain't paying that. Nah, I ain't paying that. Shit, I'm trying to pay $80 an hour, $150 at the most, but $250, man, who paying that? Who paying that? Man, yeah, ain't paying that. So that's why I just stay away from the Volvo Motor. The Volvo Motor is good. It's just, you know, when it breaks, man, you may have to give everything you ever earned in trucking back to get the damn truck back running. Let's see. I was just finishing up on a 50-minute video you posted. What do you think about buying a tricycle dump truck to get a company started? I don't know nothing about the dump truck business. Yeah, you make $100K a year, but you're gonna work your butt off. Must be a directions. I hope they get rid of the DEF system. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. I started off at Snyder Intermodal, easy work, and they take new hires. Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's another place you can go for the person with the wife. That's why I said intermodal. I'm thinking about doing some intermodal myself, because the guy I parked beside, down where I park my trucks, he doing too much flexing. He doing too much flexing. Yeah, every time I show up now, he got a new truck sitting over there. I'm trying to figure out what the hell going on. Every time I show up to come park my truck, he got another new truck with another container hooked to it. I'm like, bro, he done got 3 drivers now. I'm like, am I missing? Is intermodal paying good or something? Well, what am I missing? He didn't. I didn't talk to him personally. He just said, bro, you need to bring all them trucks over to my company. You know, not his company personally, but he worked with a company here in Nashville. He said, bro, you need to just come on over, work at the rail yard. I'm home every day, Monday through Friday, and bro, you know, this is all I work. And bro, I've been here 3 years. I'm like, yeah, I keep that in mind. I keep that in mind. Shoot. I'm like, man, I don't know. I keep that in mind. Don't forget the escrow. I'm thankful my boss. Look, Naco is not like Vladimir at the moment. 70 cents is winning with the Russians. Yeah, 70 cents is good. Let's see, what company is that, Wicked? Okay, you asking what company he work at? I bet half the drivers working for Putin can't speak English. We need to start naming these companies that's stealing money. No escrow for me. I sent chasing some pay stubs. Uncle Charlie keeping me having things in the South. As far as trucking, what's better, the oil field in Texas or Dakotas? If you're looking to make the most money as a company driver, I go to North Dakota. But the problem with North Dakota, you gotta be able to survive the winter. If you can't survive the winter, let me explain what the winter is in North Dakota. -20 all the way to -60 with the wind blowing non-stop. You need to be able to drive an 18-speed truck, or don't even go up there at all if you can't drive an 18-speed truck. And it's gonna be freezing cold. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be. You got to change tires. You're gonna be changing tires almost every day, whether the sun out or not. Because, like right now, we in summertime. It may not be so bad, but they still changing tires because when it's mud out there, when it rain and it get real muddy, you got to change the tires to get out the mud. So you're gonna be changing tires non-stop up there. So keep that in mind. You got to know how to climb up and down mountains. But like I said, if you can do all that, then you can go get the money. Make sure all the wiring is good on older trucks. Runaway diesel terrifies me. Oh, that's with that mechanical motor. Yep. Surviving Moscow. That'd be a great video for a documentary, won't it? Great documentary. Surviving Vladimir. Drew, I was going to put the truck in the business name to also build business credit, but you're saying that's a bad idea. Trying to build that business credit, huh? Well, what you gonna do with this business credit? Let me know that first. You know, because if you talking about doing something inside of trucking with this business credit, man, shit, what you trying to do with this business credit? Other than rack up a whole lot of debt. We know how to do that. You don't need no business credit, rack up debt. Shoot, hey, we got some Visa and some MasterCards. You can rack up a whole lot of debt with those. What you trying to rack up debt for with this business credit, huh? Yeah, give us the business plan. We'll let you know if it's good. is the other driver, is the other people driving his truck when he is in the DR. We're talking about PH. So the way it works over there where he at, when he dropped his truck off, they put another driver in there, assuming, you know, somebody applies, but because they lease trucks, man, they got to keep the trucks running. But basically how it works is, when he comes back, as long as they got a truck available, which more than likely they gonna have a truck available, because drivers don't stay no more than 30 days if you ask me. So it's always gonna be a truck available when he come back. So he's at a good company, but the problem is, man, the dispatchers, they not trained on how to get the money when it comes to this trucking. They booking everything off DAT load board, and they ain't doing no type of negotiations. If the freight pay $1.45, they don't care. They'll book it. They'll book it with no questions asked. So it'll be a good company if freight was paying at minimum $2 a mile. Then I think it'll be, you know, it'll be all right. Let's see. What's good, CAJ in the chat? Whole grain truck in the building. These older engines are beasts. If you're willing to invest in old raggedy trucks, he already put the motor back together and it's running. I seen that video today. Okay, the Big Cam Cummins, you say he out of Louisiana. So Cal said, I don't want a mechanical engine. I don't want one either. What's your take on leasing your truck onto a carrier? Ain't nothing wrong with leasing a truck onto a carrier. Nothing wrong with that at all. And you made it work with a Mercedes engine. You will make it work with the Volvo engine even easier. Oh, I can make it work, but the bill is gonna be through the roof. Yeah, the bill is gonna be through the roof. That's why I ain't trying to make it work. I need the lowest cost of operation in this trucking. I don't want to be driving no truck knowing that if it break, I got to go pay $250 an hour. I don't want to be in that position. I want to be in a position where I know if this 12/7 break, mom and pop over here, they $80 an hour, shop over there $120. If I have to go to the dealership, then that's $250. But I got a lot of options before we get to that $250. Like, I may have to pay $250 here soon if one of these mechanics can't figure out how to get the freaking engine fan to stop coming on. Then I go drop it off at Freightliner to pay a little $250. $14,000 to fully rebuilt my Detroit 14-liter 1.1 million miles on it, running strong now and getting to the money. Getting to the money. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about right now. See, what I'm trying to figure out is how to turn this 12/7, how to soak in all this revenue and go get one of these cash houses that I'm seeing up in Detroit. I need to figure this out. I need to figure this out. I'm not looking to buy no car. I'm not looking to buy no trucks. I'm not looking to buy no trailers, because we get the trailers from Repower. I'm trying to figure out, okay, when I get out here and run this truck, get all this revenue, when it starts to come in, what am I going to do with the revenue? Okay, can we get that house over there? Yeah, we get. No, I ain't worried about the rehab. I ain't just how much is it to give me the deed? $50,000. Okay, pay on the $50,000. Then we'll get into the rehab. Yeah, I'm watching these people on YouTube here in the last 90 days. Man, they shoot. They making it look too easy. Now, of course, it's not easy, because at the end of the day, you got to come up with the cash. I know how to come up with the cash. That ain't coming up with the cash is just as simple as just driving the truck and holding the steering wheel and making sure the 304s ain't out the end there. If you can do that, you can get the cash. Some of us can get the cash faster than others because we got cash trucks, we got authorities, we got less deductions coming out of our check, and we can beat the system. We got Russian ELDs, or we got ELD exempt trucks. You know, we know how to go around, scale houses. So some of us can make money faster than others in this trucking thing, but it's not a race. It's more so of what's the end goal. The end goal, get one of these houses. Okay, well then shoot. And like I said, I got 3 trucks, so I'm trying to figure out when Lottie Dottie call me, tell me, hey, none of them folks down there at Hiram, I might have to pitch this idea like that. Well, like that, let me tell you, what if we just go down here to this oil field, you get in one truck, I get in another, we come up with 25 each and start just buying these houses up here in Detroit. You know, run that by them. Ran that bound. Shoot, I don't know, man. I think we'd be in a lot better position. That's what I think. I think we'd be in a lot better position. I think that sounds a whole lot better than having to hire a CPA and pay the freaking government $15,000, $10,000 in taxes, and then walking in the bank hoping that they gon', they like this 2 years of tax returns as a self-employed individual trying to get this $300,000 house on this freaking 6 to 7% interest rate. Nah, that don't sound too good. I asked ChatGPT last night, and ChatGPT, shit, it didn't. Let me ask ChatGPT again. Talk to ChatGPT for y'all ever? I told y'all about this ChatGPT, right? Y'all don't be listening though. You ain't listening. That's the problem. You ain't listening. That's why you can't get none of this good free game. Let's ask Chat. Hello? Oh wait, I got it on mute. Why is it on mute? Come on, Chat. Wake up. There you go. Hello?
Hey there. How's it going? Let me know if there's anything I can do for you today.
I got a question.
Absolutely. Go ahead and ask away. I'm here to help.
So I'm currently a truck driver on 1099. It's been very difficult to come up with the tax money to qualify for a house. I've been writing everything off, but hey, I think I got a good idea. Instead of me trying to qualify for a mortgage for the next 2 years, I'm seeing a bunch of houses on YouTube with people doing like fits and flips over there in like Detroit and St. Louis and Memphis. What if I just continue to write everything off on taxes, but I come up with like, maybe $50,000 in cash and go and buy one of these houses and like do a rehab on it? What do you think about that?
I think that's a pretty solid idea, especially if you're looking to build equity and get into real estate without the hassle of a mortgage right now. Plus, rehabbing homes in those cities can be quite profitable if you find the right deals. Just make sure to factor in all the costs of rehab and any unexpected expenses. But it sounds like a great plan.
You think that's better than trying to pay taxes and get a mortgage and deal with that situation?
It can definitely be simpler in the short term because you won't have to worry about meeting certain income requirements or the complexities of a mortgage application. Plus, you have more control over the property and its value. On the flip side, you have to manage the rehab potential challenges that come with that. But if you're comfortable with that and you can find a good deal, it could be a great way to build equity.
That's ChatGPT for you. I don't know why y'all ain't got that app, man. I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know why you driving a truck. You ain't got ChatGPT. It's time for me to pay for the premium on that because I don't know, man. I need to go ahead. It's time for me to fork over the premium on that right there because shoot. Yeah, I agree with ChatGPT, man. Forget all trying to qualify for this Mr. Charlie mortgage. We need to figure out how we're gonna get this 50 bands up. Yeah, that's what that's what we need to figure out. We got these cash trucks and this authority. Yeah, we need to figure out how we can get this 50 to 60,000. Pay. We just trying to buy a house cash. We ain't trying. 30-year mortgage, paying taxes. Getting all this paperwork together? I don't know about that, man. I think I like what ChatGPT is talking about. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man. I think I like this other plan better. Let's see, man. What time is it? It's almost 3 o'clock. You're gonna be up there with fuck your money. Yeah, he up there too. He the one that told me about Detroit. I didn't know nothing about it till he got up there with that suit and tie on up there. I said, man, what the hell is fucking money doing up there? Getting to it. He making money, and he got a bunch of 304s around. He making money off them too. He living life up there, man. I ain't gonna lie. I seen that brother came on YouTube with that suit and tie. Boy, he said, man, I'm done with trucking, man. Anyways, man. ChatGPT is sick of me. Miss Pearl said, I'm starting to flee with old ragged cash trucks. Chasing if you'll buy a trailer with you Would it be a RGN, Landau, flatbed, step deck, or would you invest in a vacuum trailer? I definitely wouldn't invest in no vacuum trailer. I wouldn't invest in no oil field trailer, not a sandbox trailer, vacuum trailer, any of them trailers that Mr. Charlie got full 100% control of. He got control of all that freight. I wouldn't be buying none of that crap. Nah, that's that hopper bottom. One of them oil field hopper bottom. That's you wasting money. All them trailers are worth $0. Nah, I would buy a step deck or a flatbed. RGN is cool. I would buy all of them because you got full control over that. Yeah, but a vacuum trailer, man, who you gonna get out? You gotta ask Mr. Charlie for work for it. And you know what Mr. Charlie gonna tell you? Hell no, we ain't give you no work food. But you got a step deck or a flatbed, bro. If one broker tell you no, you just hang up the phone, call the next broker, and shoot, you got thousands of brokers to go through. Yeah, no. Shoot. We can get a flatbed loaded all day long. That vacuum trailer, shit, can't get that loaded. I don't know who gonna load that. What do you change a turbo last month? Okay, y'all asking questions. 2 weeks back to back, 2,000 plus. Jack Wirtz upgraded membership to Pro. Let's see. Mac Volvo dealership in Fontaine, Colorado. They love me. I try to stay away from them. Do all my maintenance myself. Just finished my water pump on the 2016 Mac with an MP8 motor. ChatGPT will tell you what it thinks you want to hear sometimes. It told a dude he could smoke a little meth as a treat. Hey, it is a treat, especially up there in Oregon. Up in Oregon, you can do recreational meth. If that's what he like to do, why not? Shoot, it's recreational. That's what he like. Shoot. Let me see. Yeah, man, just try to give truck drivers an idea of something to think about. So, there you have it, man. You know, I already dropped one video. I'm finna get on up out of here, man. But yeah, going forward, man, we gotta have some goals, man. Some of y'all goal is to get your first truck. Some of y'all goal is to invest it outside this trucking. Building business credit is not a goal. That ain't no goal. But fixing your personal credit, that can be a goal. That could be a goal. Fixing that personal credit, which is more important, that's a goal. But that business credit, man, I look the opposite way. We done been there, done that. Shoot, been there, done that. But as long as you got a goal, because if you ain't got no goal, I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna work out. I go and write the final story for you. You're gonna walk out of this trucking industry with absolutely nothing. Not a tricycle, not a bicycle, not a car, not a house, not decent credit, not no taxes paid. You're gonna walk out with nothing if you ain't got no goal. So you better get a goal quick, fast, and in a hurry, so you can have a reason to be going down this interstate, wasting all this time away from friends and family, you know, and things like that. See, when I go get in the truck, I'm getting in the truck knowing I gotta go. It's time to get this money. You know, we ride. We get money. Money comes in. And we ain't talking about a little bit of money. We start soaking in a whole lot of money, and we're gonna take this money and go do something outside of trucking with it. Okay? Shoot. The last couple of years, we've been taking the money and reinvesting it inside of trucking. We ain't doing that now. We trying to figure out how to take the money and invest it outside of trucking. We already knew if we put it inside of trucking, what that's gonna do? Nothing. So this time we're gonna invest it outside of trucking, and we'll see how that come up with. Yep, we'll see how they come up with. But if anybody want to see them videos with the guy that does the fits and flips and build a house in Detroit, I will put that in the community post. So if y'all go and look at my community post, y'all can see him over there. I'll share his channel. But other than that, man, if y'all think y'all can qualify for a mortgage, or you feel like you ain't gonna be able to pay these taxes, that they want all this 15.3% self-employment tax, hey, just look into just straight up buying a house cash. Just look into that, because that's what I'm finna do. Yep. I think that's all for now. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. It's time for me to eat and figure out what on earth is going on. Look at all these people texting me, boy. Good God Almighty. What these women talking about? No, I'm not coming to see you. All right, y'all. Figure up out of here. Let me stop this. I forgot how to stop this. I think I got a GoPro app. Okay, here's a stop button. All right, y'all, man. Y'all have a good day. And don't forget, come up with a goal. Because if you ain't got no goal, I'm trying to tell you.